Hey guys, in this video I'm going to be showing you 9 of the best objects to farm efficiently in Fortnite. I'll be listing the amount you approximately get from each object using the amount that you get from hitting the circle. This will not include the amount you get for the first hit or the potential final hit from farming. The final hit on objects, if they're at 50 HP, don't provide the full amount, so I'll be leaving that out. So I have for you 3 objects per material, so let's get started. So the first object I'm going to be talking about are the bamboo trees in Lucky Landing / the standard umbrella trees. These 2 trees are very similar, so I put them together. They give you a whopping 13 to 18 wood for hitting the circle, which is pretty fantastic, I would say. 1 smack for 18 wood is pretty good in my book. The second object I'd like to mention is the orange pallets. Now these pallets can be found in various different places. They don't spawn everywhere like the umbrella trees do, so they're a little bit harder to find, but if you do see them, you should go ahead and farm them because they're just so good. They give you 15 to 19 wood, which is a step up from the umbrella trees. It has a better minimum and a better maximum, and on top of that, it possibly has more HP, so you'll be getting more bang for your buck. Finally, for the last object for wood is the Tomato Town trees. They used to be in Moisty Mire, but these trees give you 15 to 20 wood, which is amazing. They also have these like little limp roots that are connected to the tree. They're also very good. So aside from just the tree itself, you can farm that too. It just gives so much wood and it has a pretty decent amount of HP. So if you ever see these or you're passing Tomato Town and you're thinking that you're needing some wood, you better go and farm these because these are fantastic. So moving on to brick, and brick I found to be pretty consistent across the board. I mean, unless you're farming like a side of a house or something like that, then you're gonna be pretty much finding that a lot of the things that you farm in the brick category are going to be somewhat similar, but I did find that some of them were more consistent, and I don't know if I was just lucky, but I found these 3 objects to be pretty good. The first one is the pointy rock piles. These are the ones that sort of point upwards, and I'm pretty much going to be farming it now, so you know what I'm talking about. These seem to give 8 to 11 brick, but when I was farming these, I found that they gave me 10 to 11 brick a lot of the time, and they're pretty common, so these are pretty good. The second thing that I found was the double and triple rock piles, and these just sort of look like 2 or 3 rocks that are kind of sitting together. I did not find these to be as common as the pointy rock piles, so I would mostly just be looking for the pointy rock piles, but these are pretty good as well. The best thing for brick are the Tiki Heads, and they give you 11 to 12 brick from when I was testing. And the best part about the Tiki Heads is that they have so much HP that by the time you finish farming them, you're going to end up getting a whopping 100 brick. And if you go to the one by Greasy, you can actually break 2 different parts of it and get 200 brick. It has like 2 layers of it. So if you build upwards to the top first, not necessarily the very top, but just build up a little bit, you'll see that the rock sort of separates into 2, and if you hit the top one first and break that one first, you can get 100, and then if you break the bottom part, you get another 100. So that's 200 brick for going to 1 Tiki Head by Greasy, which is fantastic. So finally, moving on to metal, the first object I'm going to talk about is the ice cream trucks. Now these ice cream trucks used to have 100k HP and not really give that much metal, but now they do. They don't have the 100k HP, but now they give 9 to 12 metal, which is pretty good. So if you see an ice cream truck, parked anywhere, you might as well just smack it down for some metal, because metal's really good and it's kind of hard to find. The second object I'm going to mention is the fences in Dusty Divot. Now I only found these fences out because of a Reddit post. This is actually what kind of started this whole sort of investigating, seeing what items are very efficient to farm. So I will leave the link to that Reddit post in the description. These fences in Dusty Divot give 9 to 12 metal, which is pretty fantastic. So if you really wanted to, you could farm all the fences here in Dusty Divot and easily come out with 500 metal. The last thing I'm going to mention is the burger head that's lying outside of Pleasant Park. Now this burger head, I see it in so many of my games and I'm surprised more people don't farm it. This thing gives a whopping 18 to 20 metal, which is insane. You could easily get 60 to 70 metal from this thing in just a matter of seconds. On top of that, there's a rift right by it, so even if you're like taking a detour, you can take the rift afterwards and get to whatever destination you want to. So you should always pretty much be farming the burger head if you have an opportunity to. This video is not to say don't farm other trees, so I'm not trying to tell you like to not farm the big umbrella trees or to farm some of the smaller trees, but definitely do look out for some of these things that I mentioned, because these things will make farming a lot more efficient. And if you're looking for those high kill games, this could possibly help you continue moving around the map looking for people instead of having to farm so much for materials after you fight like a decent player or something like that. So this will get you back up to a good amount of materials so you can continue hunting for people. Also, I'm almost 100% sure this is subject to change with the upcoming patches. I don't really know what's going to change yet, but I'm almost certain that there's going to be changes, so I'll be looking for updates about that. And if there are any major changes and there are some things that might be less common to farm, I'll probably make another video about it. If you think there are any other objects that are very good to farm, I encourage you to leave them down in the comments. That'll be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.